Hi everyone, my name is Shubhanshu, and today I'll be talking about PyTAIL, an open source tool for interactive and incremental learning of NLP models with human in the loop for online data. This work is done in collaboration with my PhD advisor Jana Diesner at University of Illinois. More details can be found in the links shown here. What is the problem we are trying to solve? Our goal is, given a large unlabeled corpus, can we label it efficiently using fewer human annotations, allow efficient human-in-the-loop injection of rules during the annotation process, and update the models very efficiently as we train new models with the new data. This setting is very much needed for social media datasets where data is available in a streaming mode and the model is expected to adapt to new dataset. Our goal is to utilize active learning for the efficient labeling of using human annotations. Also to use data and rule suggestion interface to support human-in-the-loop injection of rules, and to utilize online learning for updating the models very efficiently as new data comes. For this presentation, we are focusing mainly on classification tasks for social media, which comprise of abuse detection, sentiment classification, uncertainty detection tasks. As part of this effort, we are also introducing a benchmark of active learning on social media text classification. This consists of 10 tasks comprising of around 200,000 social media posts and comprise of the various text classification tasks I showed before. It's derived from the social media information extraction multitask benchmark. This is a split of the distribution of the different domains these datasets are taken from, as well as the different data label styles. As you can see, it's a very diverse dataset with very different domains and different types of tasks comprising of like ample training data instances. What is our PyTAIL workflow? As part of the PyTAIL workflow, we support a very easy to use interface, which allows user to perform human-in-the-loop annotation of data while injecting custom lexicons and rules for the application. We also support a simulation mode where if you already have a fully labeled dataset, you can try out different active learning techniques on it, as well as supporting human-in-the-loop mode for interactive annotation. One important thing which we do is we also show the performance of any active learning technique on the remaining dataset. So this is very helpful when you have an already fully labeled dataset and your goal is to test how good an active learning technique will perform and in basically as quickly annotating the dataset as possible. We also support different types of active learning and rule suggestion algorithms. This is an overview of our approach. We start with the bootstrap stage where you take a base model, some training data, some base rules and lexicons. You also get an unlabeled data stream. Then you use this bootstrap stage like artifacts to annotate the data stream. Then we use a querying strategy. This can be any different types of querying strategy used in active learning. To suggest to the user new dataset points to label, new rules to consider, and also new lexicon entries to consider. This forms a suggestion phase based on which the user can either accept, reject, or maybe update the suggestions. Then we move to the online stage where a new model is derived from the union of the old data and the new data, leading to a new training data set, a new set of rules, new lexicons, as well as new model. You can repeat this process as long as possible till you reach desired accuracy. We also showcase the different evaluation metrics during the whole phase. As part of active learning, we use a very standard setting, given a model and some unlabeled data, the user can select samples from that unlabeled data to be annotated based on some selection criteria, and the model is updated as new data comes, and you keep repeating this process till you hit some desired accuracy or your budget is exhausted. An API is very simple. You can subclass the PyTAIL trainer class and implement your own update function, which takes in all these suggestions. and then gives you a new set of like model and rules and lexicons. As part of the evaluation workflow, we have basically tested PyTAIL in a simulation workflow where we have a fully annotated data set, and like we used a basic logistic regression model and a continuously updated lexicon from the data. The goal was to evaluate the performance of different active learning strategies, and we consider random entropy-based and min-margin-based strategies for candidate scoring, as well as top K and sampled K strategies for candidate selection. As you can see here, most of the strategies like work pretty well on the held out test data set. For each round, like we are selecting 100 samples to annotate. And the maximum number of rounds we go to is 100, except for Clarent, which is like a much larger data set. For the evaluation on the remaining data set, this is a very important setting where if you have a big data set, you want to as quickly annotate as possible. You would only want to annotate like very few instances in that data set so that like you can cover the whole like fixed data set you have. And for this, it will be very useful if we can actually show you how good the active learning techniques perform in this setting, like in being able to quickly annotate the full data set. And this setting, which is again like very practical and like as per our understanding, it has not been like studied before. So as you can see here, the top strategies like perform very well in this setting, and compared to the sample strategies as well as the random strategies. We find the also showcase the full evaluation across all the data set, and we find that the top case strategies lead to the fastest annotation of an unlabeled corpora. The random strategy is the slowest annotation process, and however, in terms of generalization, all the strategies perform very similarly. So there's no benefit in terms of generalization as opposed to just being able to quickly annotate the data sets. Finally, these are some links related to our project, and feel free to reach out to us for detailed questions. And these are some references. Thank you.